Certainly not. Another deuce.
Hello, quads.
Wait, this could really be David versus Goliath.
More like David versus Godzilla.
Reverse just unnecessary.
Hashtag death by quads. David Kaye with deuces under the gun has raised to 500. Ramon is flattered with king 10 of diamonds. Folded around to Henry Strasser in the big blind. He's got jack 8, getting a good price.
400.
Oh, well, not for 5. There we go.
So Henry's in as well, and we're going 3-way to the flop. That flop is deuce, deuce, Trey with 2 diamonds. David Kaye has just flopped quads, and Ramon has flopped a no-good flush draw.
Wow.
Wait, this could really be David versus Goliath.
Colillas bets 1,000. Strasser is out. How does Kaye play quads?
More like David versus Godzilla.
You just call and pray for a diamond?
Heads up.
Heads up to the turn, which is not a diamond. It's the 5 of clubs.
Quick check from the deuces, the quads.
That'd be awesome if Ramon just folded right there. He just checks so many folds.
No, he's bet 2,400.
I mean, I think you have to just call again. Like, what piece of this could Ramon have?
Yeah, it's a really interesting dynamic, especially at the stack depth.
Kaye just calls again.
And Kaye's not really supposed to have any of this either, under the gun.
The river card is a 10. Not a diamond, but it does give Ramon a piece of this board.
Does he check again? Quick check on the river, the trap of the century.
Ramon's getting kicked around a little bit here at the beginning.
This is where Ramon proves how good he is,
Yeah.
and just checks behind.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if he's done it yet.
No, he's bet 4,500.
Okay, yeah, decides there's still value here, trying to get value from the 5x, the 3x, the 6s, the 7s, those kinds of hands.
I think you just call here to be cautious.
I'm sure there's somebody in the chat going to say, worst raise ever.
Well, he has to raise, legally, I believe, within the rules.
Correct.
He does. No, I mean the raise from
Yeah, no, you
Dave.
raise to 4501. That's how you make sure you get called. See?
Oh, and a snap fold on the river.
Yeah. A chunk of blue, a raise to 15,500. Sorry, a raise to 20,000, in fact, and Ramon gets away from it.
No good, the straight. Sir.
Gahl raising under the gun with king 10. And the shortest stack at this table. Not going to get the raise and take it he's looking for.
Okay, let me just say this is not a standard call. I think you need to respect the under the gun open here and not be set mining. However, a couple of very important factors. 3, I'll mention. 1, ducks fly together. 2, this player's name online is Mexican222.
Okay, all right.
And number 3, Kolonias is very, very, and as I said, oh my God, the ducks. The ducks, they just flap. They just fly together.
They fly together. Gahl, having missed entirely, checks over to Kolonias.
Oh, find the check back. Just find it. Just get into that bag, Alexandros, and find the check. Mexican 222. And there it is.
Gahl making a very costly improvement on the turn. Spikes top pair, drawing dead. Dead to the ducks.
You like to check here to give Kolonias an opportunity to start bluffing with a hand like maybe, you know, Queen Jack suited that has now turned to gutter. But of course, we can see Gahl's in big trouble and is going to be facing a serious situation on the river.
Certainly not. Another deuce.
Oh! And with 115,000, we might not get a death by quads, but we did just see Kolonias get caught bluffing on a 150% pot. I mean, this is kind of like the dream balance spot, right? Like you kind of have to shove here.
150. That is enough to put Gahl all in.
And that looks like a chip has been placed in too high up in the range.
Gahl calls. Gahl falls.
Really nice count.
Easy come, easy go for Alexandros Kolonias.
So we have had the raise from Elias Fisz with King, Queen of Hearts. And Arunas Sapitavicius, who was chip leader for a long time yesterday, has called in the cutoff with deuces. Hume folds the button. Martirosian is out. Marcus Ladev was the start of day chip leader yesterday. He has Jack 10 in the big blind. So Ladev calls as well. Three-way to the flop. King, King 4, trips for Fisz. And happy to see bet into two opponents.
And this doesn't really give away the strength of his hand, right? Because it's pretty natural as the pre-flop aggressor to c-bet at a pretty high frequency, this type of texture. So not really an indication of just how strong he is. You see the deuces calling naturally, you know, beating ace highs and a lot of the part of the range that Fisz doesn't actually connect with.
Hello, quads.
Yeah, well, this is
Deuce on the
nice.
river.
Kind of interesting because I don't think that there's a whole lot of protection that Sapitavicius needs here, just because, you know, even a hand like 5s or 6s, if Fisz had that, they might turn that into a check call and not bet that themselves. So it kind of feels like there's a little bit more value in just trying to get to showdown with kings full of deuces.
55,000. Called by Fisz with the quads. Sapitavicius drawing dead. 7 on the river.
If you bet the deuces, you're not really going to get called by much worse.
Is that classic? I could be up against a bigger full house. Oh, I'm okay, up against 4 of a kind. Okay.
If you're gonna lose big.
Pocket 6s.
Looks like Marcello puts in a fairly quick call.
With 9s. Not looking good for Dattani to do the double.
And we did see one of his 6s is dead as Moreau had
Oh, no.
a 6. But again, Dattani probably on a bit of a heater. We will do a heat check now and see just how long it lasts.
King 9-8. This is going to be nigh on impossible to recover from.
He's got the club, he's got the straight.
Isn't it
back
technically
door.
better than the one outer? Okay.
Well,
Wow, jeez.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have just witnessed hashtag death by quads. Michel Dattani eliminated by Marcello Del Grosso. Mark Rajan shove over the top of a raise from Clement Eloy, and that all-in has been called, and it's a domination situation. Clement is officially the at-risk player here. Rajan will be left with 5K if he loses. He's way behind here with Jack 10. Way, way, way behind now.
Queen of Hearts. Right.
No heart on the turn, and Rajan is drawing dead. So Clement Eloy is going to double up here with quads, with quad aces.
River is just unnecessary, man. Come on.
Death by quads.
And Mark Rajan is left with 1 big blind. Thanks for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe for more awesome poker content. And check out this video. The YouTube algorithm seems confident you'll like it.